This'll be your room. Let us know if you need anything. The exception of dangerous items, Lord Diablo has given us permission to arrange anything you ask for. But we'll be watching you. If you try anything funny, it's off to a cell. Your guard as well. I'm so glad we found you. Do you know me? What are you planning? We aren't planning anything. But he doesn't remember us. What are you whispering about? Just some sorcerer talk. You're not a sorcerer anymore, though, are you? Let's not quibble over details. Well, no, that's a pretty important one. Assuming I never get my powers back, yes. But I'll get them back, so it's no big deal. Besides, if I recklessly use magic, I might inadvertently interfere with the spell that's been cast. That might lead to an even more problematic situation. Until we know what's going on, it's best to just wait and see. Speaking of which, there's something I'd like to ask the two of you. What's that? A list of crimes that the evil sorcerer supposedly committed. Did all those things actually happen? I couldn't say for certain. Those reports come from guards stationed all over the place, so they're not very reliable. Some people like to blame any old thing on an evil sorcerer. Come to think of it, I don't know a single person who's actually seen the evil sorcerer's face. So the name is well known? Now that you mention it, we always referred to him as the evil sorcerer. I have no idea why I know the name Solomon. The ambiguity of the information really does give on the impression this is a fabricated world. I didn't mean to accidentally stop the previous video, so I'm going to try to refrain from pausing. After talking to you, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. When Luke dropped the scroll, I caught a glimpse of what was inside before we were teleported. It was a text about a sorcerer from a desert region. Based on the style of writing, it seemed to be a story of some kind, but it was cut off halfway, so the story was incomplete. I think we're being forced to continue that story. How fascinating. You think we're merely acting out characters in a story? That's crazy. Even if it were true, it sounds exactly like the sort of thing an evil sorcerer would make up. Do you think this evil sorcerer actually exists? I don't know if he's evil or not, but it certainly seems like there's a sorcerer who started all of this. Perhaps I should say there was one. Being compelled by magic to finish a story. It all sounds very interesting. Wait, Simeon, this might be one of the evil sorcerer's lies. It's just a theory. Can't guarantee it's true. You sound so reasonable. I almost want to believe you. To confirm things, I think we need to look for that golden scroll that started all of this. Magic items often return to the places where they spent the most time. We originally found the scroll in the knick-knack store, so let's try visiting a few of the stores in this town. I got my eye on you. Don't even think of trying to run. If I wanted to run, you wouldn't have caught me in the first place. More importantly, you'd better watch yourself in this crowd. Hey, that's mine. Thief. Get him! Allow me to... I'll handle this. He's trying to lose us in the crowd. Corner him. I'll take the left, you go around to the right. You are in the way. Who do you think you are? Lucifer. How do you know my name? No matter. Right now, capturing that thief is my top priority. Stay out of my way. We caught them! Ah, the Chihuahua guard. It's due to your incompetence that crime was so rampant around here. Don't call me that! Anyway, I did my best to catch him. I need to take this thief to a nearby guardhouse. Solomon, other human, you'd better come back to the castle when you're done. Hey, he just called you Solomon, didn't he? Solomon as in the good-for-nothing sorcerer that's been causing so much trouble in town. Good for nothing. Just how many names are there? What are you two doing here? You truly are the evil sorcerer. Oh, well, okay.
Yes. Okay.
I pressed it like 3 times. But, you know, force of habit.
No.
Grab him! Okay. Stay put and don't interfere. So, who did the thief turn out to be? Oh. You stay out of this. Cheeky, aren't you? I'll work with you. What are you two doing here? If you truly are the evil sorcerer, I'd like to have a word. I feel like I went through that one like a billion times. You're staying... Wait. Gosh. You really think I'm gonna believe some nefarious sorcerer suddenly turns up at our home? You won't believe us? Don't look at me like that. You're making me feel bad. I can sense an odd magic in the air. It's true, something feels distinctly off. Maybe I did feel something like that. I thought things were more interesting that way, so I decided to ignore it. I figured things would sort themselves out while I slept. That's just common sense. Nah, it's pretty much the opposite of common sense. The magic appears to have limited effectiveness on the brothers. Oh, okay, but what about the royals? I imagine they're aware this is a fabricated place, that various details have been modified by magic. They're probably just playing along for the fun of it. That would be typical of them. So you two are trying to get... Goodness gracious me. It might have been an accident, but we're responsible for setting off the magic, so we can't just let it be. Besides, considering the scale of the spell, there must be some significance to it. If you're looking for something golden, Mammon's probably your demon. Obviously, the great Mammon knows all about the local treasures. There's no such thing as free lunch. Yeah, get the gist. Pretty please. I'm not that easy. Don't give me those puppy dog eyes. I just can't win, can I? I heard outside of town, across the desert, is a cave where a hidden treasure sleeps. I thought of all people you would understand. What's with ya? You trying to flatter me? You thought we would understand. What about the angels? Couldn't say about the youngest. But Simeon seemed very interested in the story aspect of this world, so he can probably feel something is out of place. Don't make me use stay. What was that? Just hearing the word makes me feel like I gotta obey. Alright, well, thankfully that one didn't have so many. So we decided to investigate the cave on the other side of the desert. Diablo and Barbatos. Yes, we heard about that. We're going with you. After all, this might just be an excuse for you to run off. Anyway, you can't use magic anymore. If something happens, someone's gotta protect the other human. And I'll protect you. I'm stronger than I look. Though I've heard rumors that the cave on the other side of the desert is fraught with danger, I do hope we don't run you into any scary sand monsters or anything. I guess if you really want to protect me, I can't stop you. Seriously though, we don't know what we're gonna find in that cave. How effective is a sorcerer without powers really gonna be? I don't know about any of that, but I promise I won't hold you back. I may not be able to use magic, but I'll protect what needs protecting. You can rely on me too. I'm glad to have such a reliable apprentice. I prepared several magical weapons that don't require magic to use. You can have one. To think a sorcerer like myself would need to use a toy like this. You know, you're not really acting much like an evil sorcerer. I thought you'd be scheming to reclaim your powers and rule the country from the shadows. We keep telling you he's not evil. Yeah, maybe. No, I won't believe you until you prove it. At any rate, if we're going to the cave, we'd best prepare thoroughly so everyone comes back safely. That makes me feel better. Leave it to me. Us guards train every day, so I'm pretty strong. And just how strong are you? Better keep it a secret, Luke. You don't want to intimidate them with your biceps. My biceps? I mean, yeah, it's a secret. What's that? Someone very important to me. After all, they say people who matter are usually close by. I love the music. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Not a bad idea. Indeed. So, Luke, will you join me in my evil quest? No! I just said what I thought an evil sorcerer would be thinking. If you keep bullying Luke, you might actually become evil, you know? Oh, my precious little baby boy. Should I? I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, I feel like I should stop it here. 15 minutes seems good.